Hey everybody, how are you? It's Darla with Stampin' with Chaos. I hope you're all having a good day today. I'm actually recording this on Monday, and I want to tell you the wind is terrible out there. It's just howling like crazy. And I don't see a lot of sun. I see a lot of gray, which kind of concerns me too, because I know there was snow in the forecast, but it was supposed to go around us. So I guess time will tell if we end up getting it. Today I want to share a technique that I learned using our Stampin' Up! Masking paper. And it's kind of like a tape is what it is. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip you over so you can see what I'm doing. I don't want to... Okay. And what you want to do is, it comes in a sheet. This is my second try at this, by the way. It comes in a sheet like this. And I went ahead and I ripped it, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to rip it twice. I just need enough to put on the edges to hold it down. And I want it to have kind of a wavy or a ripped look on the edge. I want a solid white, and then I want to start the deal. So it's best to hold, we use this to hold the paper down also so that it doesn't move when you're applying the ink. Okay, and I'm going to try to go in about a ½ inch from the edge on all sides. Okay. I would not, I just ruined the card by pushing too hard on this, because when it pulled up the cardstock. So I would put it down enough to where you have it sealed, but don't push it down to where it's on the table, if that makes any sense to you at all. And using these grid lines helps a lot. If you have a board that has some grid lines on it, that will help keep it the same all the way around. This one might be a little bit off over here because I'm eyeballing it. I think I need to move it just a little bit. Once again, this is called masking, and I'm using our masking paper. I call it a tape. They call it a paper. And then I need a couple more little pieces. I'm just going to use what I had used earlier. Lay that down about a ½ inch as well. Here's another piece that's kind of... and this one about a ½ inch. Okay. I'm gonna push the edge down, but that's about it. Okay. Then we're gonna take our two colors. I'm gonna use Sahara Sand and Crumb Cake. The Crumb Cake is a little bit darker, so I'm gonna put that one down first. I just want a real soft edge around it. So let me grab a piece of scrap paper. And I am going to apply it with our daubers. I love the daubers. You can also use the blending brush that we've used before as well. Okay. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to brush some of the, I don't want it real dark, so I'm going to try to get a little bit of the excess off. And then you're just going to start, that's why you want it to stick, Darla. Okay. And just go into circular motions. The top part, I want it to be a little bit lighter. The bottom part is where I would like to have a little bit more depth or more color. So I'll put a little bit more on down here. There's no rhyme or reason. You can pick and choose where you want to apply it. Okay, and then I'm going to go across it with the Sahara Sand. The Sahara Sand looks tan to me, but on the applicator it looks green, or at least my eyes say it looks green. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to do a light coat of the Sahara Sand just to kind of give it a little bit more color. Okay. when you're done with that, you just take off the masking tape, and you can see that it's left you that little bit of edge. Yeah. Oh, I am not having good luck with this. I don't want it to stick. There you go. And if you are doing several cards the same way, you probably could reuse this. However, I'm not going to risk it, so it's going to go in the garbage. Okay, see how light that is? I just wanted to do a real light. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to stamp. This is going to be a sympathy card. And I am going to use, I have my card base already made, and it is out of our Crumb Cake, and it's 8.5 by 8.5 by 5 1/4. I am so lying. It is 8.5 by 4 1/4. And then I went ahead and I used our early espresso brown paper, and that paper is 5 1/4 by 4. And then this white paper is 5 by 3 1/4, and then that's going to stack on top of it. And you can see there's just enough little bit of color there. We are going to use early espresso to ink with. I'm using this is a new stamp I got called Eden's Garden. I'm going to go ahead and use these down here to make a little design on it. The sentiment is from the Ginkgo branch, and I'm going to put the Sending Hope and Peace. And I'm going to use the Peaceful Moments, make sure this is the right one, yeah, with Deepest Sympathy on the front of the card. Okay, now that I got through that, I've already got these all mounted up. So I want the first one to be dark, and I'm going to apply this. And then the second one, I'm gonna call it Ghosting Stamp. It's our second generation. So this is first generation is when you put the first one down. So it'll be nice and dark. And then I'm not gonna re-ink. And so I'm calling it Ghosting. They call it second generation. And I'm just gonna try to line it up and put one more little branch on there, if I can. And hopefully not move it. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And see how I just kind of matched them up? And that's all. That's all the design. It doesn't need a lot of design, as it is a sympathy card. And then I'm going to use, like I said, our Peaceful Moments with Deepest Sympathy stamp, and I'm still going to use the early espresso ink. I love this brown ink. This is one of my favorites. Let's see, where do I want it? I'm going to put it right up here in the corner. Okay, with Deepest Sympathy. Then we're going to go ahead and attach it. I did try adding, this is what happens when the masking tape sticks. I did try adding a ribbon, a bow. I could say you probably could put maybe some bling on here, but not bling, just a few milky dots or something. But I also liked it just plain. Sometimes it's better just to be plain and simple. On the inside of the card, we're going to take another 5 by 3 1/4, and that I'm going to just down at the bottom, I'm going to put a little bit of, oh, and I need another piece of brown. Just put a little bit of something down here. Just like that. And then what is this one? Okay, Sending Hope and Peace. Okay, so Sending Hope and Peace is a long stamp. I don't want it just right there. So I decided I'm going to do Sending Hope and then Peace. And to make that happen, I have to cover that up. So if you have a piece of tape, I was told you could use washi tape, which is tape, decorative scrapbook tape. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cover up the and piece with a piece of washi tape because I don't want it to pick anything up. But I want to make sure I get all of these words in there. So we're going to do that like that. We're going to try it. So I'm trying to get just the Sending Hope. And then the other thing you can do is just ink only the Sending Hope. Make sure you don't get over on the other side of it. Yeah. This is a little bit trickier. Well, we're going to try it this way. Do the best I can. I'm going to be honest. This part takes a little bit of patience. And then when you get it on the edges, I like to wipe it off because then it leaves me less chance of getting it on my card. So I'm going to go around real easy with just, and try not to touch the rest of the stamp, and get that off with a baby wipe. Then you come back over here and wipe it off. And then just pray that you, it's easier to see when you got dark ink versus light ink. Okay. But still, once you put this down, so I'm just hoping for the Sending Hope, and I'm going to try to center it. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to take off the washi tape because now I want just the and, right? I love this little, what's this called? Stampin scrub. Helps dry the stamp off too. Okay, so now we're going to take washi tape and we're going to put it over everything except the and. And I need to go this way. God, can you guys hear that noise? It is just terrible. I hate wind. I am not a wind person. When I was single, I hated storms and windstorms and storms being by myself. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a chicken when it comes to that. Okay, so now we're gonna put it over the top of that, and the only thing you're going to see is the and. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna try to get the and this is a little bit harder to do, but I got it. But I want to try to wipe off the excess. Okay, and we're gonna center that as well under the Sending Hope. Junkie monkey. Why did that? Oh, I know why. I got ink on that. I'm like, why did that happen? Okay, so how can I fix this? Let's try this again. Maybe I'll do the and. I think, okay, so let's try this. Let's try I'm going to do the and first. Let's wipe off that. Wipe off this. Wipe off my stamp. And we're going to give it a little scrub to dry it off. I knew this was going to be tricky. Ouch. The other one I did, I put and hope, but I didn't like the and in there. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do this real quick. Maybe if I use a dauber. What do you think? If I, like, daubered it on. Let me see if I can find my evening. Would be a brownish one. I don't see. I should have an evening espresso, but I sure don't see it. Tuxedo. Huh, not a navy. Okay, well, we'll just get a fresh one. Make sure I mark this. Okay, so I'm going to do this and then just get the and. Okay. And then I'm going to go on this right here and wipe off the ink. I'm going to put you back in the middle because we're going to put Sending Hope there, and hopefully the and will go right. That's better. Now we can take off the Sending Hope. Clean it off really good. dry it off. And I need to cover the and part as well. So we're just doing the Sending Hope now. We're going to do it again. There we go. I have yet to find, I haven't found the perfect Sympathy stamp. I grabbed these and I like them, but you know, when you find something that you know is going to work, it's like, ah, that is perfect. That's where I'm at on that. Okay, we're going to try and get that stuff off. A little worried. We're going to do Sending Hope. Okay, now we just got to do the other side. There's a little brown speck there, but we're not going to worry about it right now. I have heard that you can take, okay, I think it's a white pen, and if you just go over it, it's supposed to make it look like, okay, so now we're going to mark it all out but the hope and do the same thing. And my washi tape's not sticking, so I'm going to grab another piece. There we go. See if I can get just hope on there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Got a little bit around the edges. And we're gonna put, oh, piece I meant. I was saying hope the whole time. It's piece. I kind of try to center it. There we go. That's a lot of work. We're going to try and do this card at the card class. I might have to come up with a little bit better way. Okay, so somebody told me I could take a white jelly pen and just kind of I don't know if I believe them or not. Okay. I think you can still see it. Okay, enough of that. Anyways, let's go back and let's do the bottom part. We're going to do this one little stamp on the bottom. Sometimes you can't be in a hurry. Sometimes you have to take your sweet little time, and some cards make it or take a little bit more time than some of the other ones, but that's okay because that's what makes them so nice. Okay, so we have our Crumb Cake cardstock. So here is the front again. And then we're going to take this and put in the inside. And the inside is also 5 1/4 by 4. Espresso brown. Early espresso, sorry. And put that there. Okay. What do you guys think? And I don't think it needs anything else. I think it looks good, just kind of plainish. So we used the masking around the edges. I stamped the first stamp here, and then I didn't re-ink it, and I stamped there so it was more calm, or it was more lighter. There you go. Anyways, that's what we call using our masking paper. I hope you guys have a great day. Yeah, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you Wednesday night live with some more card making. I hope. Have a good one.